So in today's video, I wanted to talk a little bit about stretching and why it's so important for us to stretch. So some of you might be doing a desk job, and that will mean that you're spending quite a bit of time sitting in a chair. And as you can see here in my chair, my knees are bent. That in turn can cause my hamstrings to get tight. So that's the muscles in the back of your thighs. Over time, if your hamstrings become tight, the muscles can become shortened and they can pull on the pelvis, slightly tilting the pelvis back. That in turn can cause tightness in your lower back and possibly even shoulder problems with the back pulling on the shoulders and then up into the neck. So I'm going to show you a few stretches that you can do for your hamstrings. So the first stretch that I'm going to show you is sitting in the chair. So I've just turned the chair side on so that you can see. So having both your feet flat on the floor, you might want to come forward a little bit more so it's comfortable. So you're going to keep one leg bent and you're going to straighten your other leg. So just keeping your heel on the floor and lifting your toes. Place your hands on the thigh of your bent leg, leaning forward, so only do this if it's comfortable, keeping your shoulders back and your back nice and long. Now you want to hold all your stretches, ideally for 20 to 30 seconds. That might be a little bit long to start off with. So if it's more comfortable, hold them for at least 10 to 15 seconds to really get the benefit. Just holding them for 5 seconds isn't going to do anything. You really want to give those muscles time to stretch out. Okay, and once you've done that, repeat that on the other leg. So your next hamstring stretch is to lie on your back. Okay, both knees bent, taking one leg up in the air, and you're going to take your hands behind your thigh. So not behind the knee, behind the thigh. You've got lots of delicate structures behind the knee, so you don't want to be putting pressure on it. Gently draw your leg towards you so that you can feel the stretch. It shouldn't be painful. If your leg starts to shake, that means you're stretching too much, so ease off. So all the stretches should be nice and relaxing. So again, hold that there, ideally for 20 to 30 seconds, but if you're just starting out, at least 10 seconds. If you find that it's a little bit hard to bring your leg back, you can always use a resistance band or perhaps a scarf or a towel wrapped around your thigh to help bring that leg towards you, or even popping it around your foot and gently drawing your leg back to really get a nice stretch. So once you've done that, repeat that on the other leg. So your last hamstring stretch is a standing stretch, and you may have seen this one before. So I'm just going to turn to the side to show you. So you're going to take a step forward with one leg. Okay, so again, lifting the toes, sitting back, so a bit like we did when we were seated. Placing your hands on the thigh of your bent leg, shoulders back, bringing your hips back, and again holding that for about 15 to 30 seconds, 10 seconds if you're just starting out. You can keep your foot flat if you prefer, if it's more comfortable, but again, really keep those shoulders back. Okay, so really important to do your stretches after exercise, and that again will just help to lengthen the muscles, prevent that muscle soreness that you can get after an intense session, and just to get rid of any toxins that have accumulated in the muscles. When you're warming up before exercise, you don't want to do these static stretches. You want to make sure that you're doing mobility stretches, so things like knee lifts, so gentle kicks out, etc. But I'll save that for another video.